Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tee. Okay, today we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of the Mow particle, and we're going to start setting up the base, the stability of the base for the hit, and we're going to try and get some impact. Okay, now the basic platform. The right leg, or the trail leg, has got to pressure into the heel, into the trail heel. Try and get the left, or the trail leg, inside the lead leg in that fashion there. And the way you do that, guys, is you turn that trail leg clockwise as you come down. From the top of the swing, we're sort of doing that, which gives us that little sit down into the posterior of the trail rump and the lead rump. So we're basically going from the top of the swing to here, which we get that backflip that Mow gets, where the club goes this way. And what we're going to try and do is make sure that in the backswing that we take the club back, which is this, just pulling the club straight back from the ball, backwards, not sideways. It goes backwards here, and then we're basically butting the club, which has been a cornerstone and one of the prerequisites of my mechanics, my replication of Mow mechanics, or my hybrid version. Because if we basically just take the club around the rib cage there like that, and then we just sit, that butt of the club goes straight at the ball here. Now, clearly you couldn't hit the ball if it kept going that way. You'd hit it just straight out there. But it doesn't go that way because we lateralise. And as we lateralise, although we don't lateralise linearly, which I've said before, once we start our lateralisation, it's an oblique move. It's that way, which gets that hip shuttle, the hip shuttle that way, and that gets that trail side inside the lead side. Now, what I've got to do in my own Mow Norman mechanics is get a lot more lead out of the lead arm. Now, I don't try and lead the lead arm as hard as Mow does. He really pulls it down and through and past the ball. I've never wanted to do that. I always try and get as wide as I can on the downswing. I don't want to get narrow. I mean, Mow's not narrow either, but when I think of doing that, I get too much of the right wrist laying back on the forearm, or the back of the right hand, or the trail hand laying back on the forearm, and it gives me too much of this jammed up laggy feeling. I don't like a jammed up lag feeling. I like to get the club wide, and I like to get it going early. Now, that's not in Mow Norman mechanics, because he's really laggy and very late, and of course he gets a lot of progression through the ball. I don't get that. I've never tried to get that. And that was my version of Mow mechanics. So, but we're going to try and apply the essence of his mechanics, which incorporates that clearly. So today I'm going to be really pulling. I'm going to be really trying to butt it. I'm going to be trying to backflip it here, bang here, which will help with the butting. Now, guys, when you do backflip that golf club here on that downswing, it'll just feel like it's wide open. Wide open. You say, how could I ever get that back to the ball? Well, don't worry about it. Just keep going, pull in, release that trail hand in with the atomic particle right at the ball, and just let the arms rotate. Don't try and fire them down the line, because Mow didn't do that, contrary to what he talked about. He just didn't do that. And we've all seen it from above. He released the arms, and I've got pictures which I put up on the channel where Mow post impact is here, like basically just about every Great ball striker. That just has to happen, guys. They're normal forces and you have to let them come into play. Okay. And I like to do this the way I do it here, with no warm-ups, no hitting, nothing. And that usually is a good indicator for me that the mechanics work, because when you're not loose and you've got to just hit a shot, the first shot, and make it a good shot, you may not hit it perfect, you might hit it 80% or 85%. You might, second, third, fourth groove. But the good thing about the Mow thing, it will always go towards the target. And I keep saying that. And that's why I love the mechanics. Okay, we've got the stump up there in the tree. Guys, the grip. Now, a lot of people will find this quite bizarre, but believe it or not, Mow Norman's left-hand grip, or his lead hand grip, his standard line was he tried to draw blood with his left-hand grip. That's how hard he held onto the golf club. He tried to crush the grip. Now, that goes against the grain of general teaching. We talk about the Sam Snead with the hold it like a bird, or a tube of toothpaste. Scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 2. Well, Mow and I said to Mow, I said, so in terms of how much pressure you put in there, what is the pressure rating of a scale of 1 to 10? He said 20. 20. Twice as hard as you think you can hold it. And guys, what's interesting, when you do get that, you get amazing control coming down, and you'll get an amazing beat on the ball. I know that when I really do hang on, and I get slack, and I just let that pressure out. But when I do think about it, and I put a lot of pressure in, the contact is just extraordinary. So we're going to think about holding the club tighter than you've ever held it. Now, I don't hold it in the palm of the hand like Mow does. He palms it more than I finger it a little bit, because my configuration's obviously different to his. I'm holding it a bit more in the palm than I used to, I've got to tell you. Okay, so here we go. First shot of the day. Going to try and put all these things into play. That's what I like, guys. First shot, third groove, dead straight. I love that. It's an 80% shot, which is going to get us towards the target every time. All right, now I'm really going to try and butt the club, trying to backflip it here and drive it in here, keep that right foot on the ground, or the trail foot. I say right and left, but I'm right-handed, so it is right foot, but if you're left-handed, no point in saying keep your right foot on the ground. You say, why would you do that? So it's got to be trail and lead. Trail hand, trail foot, lead foot. All right, let's see if we can really draw some blood here. And that was pretty good, but I felt the right foot come up a little bit. And when I'm stiff early on, because I haven't got the flexibility I need in my hip extensors, I can't lateralise as much as I want, and it tends to just pull the foot up. And I've been doing a lot of work on the anterior stretch machine at the gym, guys, which I've never done before. And it's amazing that, all the millions of balls I've hit over the years, how much greater range of movement I've got in the anterior stretch in this leg than this one. I think on the machine I go to about 48 on the right leg, and I only go to about just under 40 on the left leg, but I'm getting it up because I was only about 34 when I started a week ago, so it's coming up, and I can feel it a little bit when I lateralise. Okay, that's pretty good. Ooh, gee, that's strong. Now guys, see how I get that uninhibited release? I'm not trying to hang on to anything. I'm not trying to drive it down the line. Don't drive it down the line. Just let it happen. Now that was really nice contact. Going to do the backflip. Now I'm going to endeavour to get more lead and lag, which I've never tried to do with nose swing. And a part of that is because I've always had this damaged left elbow, and I don't want to. I always try to keep it a little bit bent at impact. That's why I've always been so straight. A little bit like Calvin Peete or Lee Westwood or Jerry Pate with that bent left. Or Jamie Sadlowski. Not that he looks for accuracy. Jamie Sadlowski's like that, but he's so steep. He has to bend that left arm because he's so steep coming in. And, well, more to the point, he's cleared his hips so much that they've completely stalled up here. He gets his hips out of the way earlier and quicker than anyone else, which is digression. And he gets in here, he's got to bend his left arm to hit the ball. Otherwise the club will go straight into the ground. He's very steep, and he's actually too late. The body's gone too early, if you can relate to that. Got to get more lag, more lead and lag. It was a good shot, but no, and only about 80% impact on it. That's perfect. That's 110%. So that makes up for those other couple. Oh, that was good. Guys, it's not easy. It's not even easy for me. But I've had a long break from it. I mean, I hit a lot of shots in the early 90s and right through till end of like 2001 when we closed the range. I'm revisiting myself. All right, now see if I can get the right heel down, the head back, and a little bit of lead, lag and lead. So as soon as you let the head move forward, the right heel comes up. That's exactly what happens. Just feel that right leg coming up, a right foot coming up, and clearly the head's not back, and that's why I can't get enough lag and lead on the shot. Clearly can't get it because my right foot's coming up, and it's letting the my head move forward. So good. That one. The right foot still wasn't there. Whew, but that was good. And see, I forgot the pressure. God, you've got to keep on it, guys. This is diligence personified. You have to be diligent. On the other things there. And then forgot the grip pressure. And I could feel it at impact. Okay? Going to draw a bit of blood. They're good, absolutely good. And of course, guys, there's been no mower over here for a week because of the rain. So, okay, so really get a lot of backflip, right foot down and head back. Oh, wow. Wow. And that was butting, guys, here. Really butting. Trying to poke the butt of the club through the golf ball as a feeling. Clearly you don't do that, but that's a feeling. That was extraordinary. Beautiful hit, that. And guys, you know what I feel at the back of the swing? Feels like the club's like that. Wide open. But it comes back and just re-rotates. So good off the club. Oh, man, oh man. That is so good off the club. Feels like the face is wide open, guys. Just try it. Feel like the face is open when you drop it back. And I promise you, it finds a way of squaring up. The feeling that I have at the top of the swing is that I will hit it straight there. But I don't, I hit it straight there. That's just so straight, that. And I've got no lead and lag at all, but that's really good. Okay, now I'll try and get a little bit more lag, a little bit more lead on that forward hand. Well, that's just flown the other ball by 15, just straight over the top of it. And I know I've got no, in real terms, I haven't got anywhere near the lead lag or the lead progression that we need on that lead arm. But guys, I just feel on the backswing I'm doing this. Arm goes around the rib cage like this. Here, and the club's there. And then it tips there. I mean, the impact's just perfect. And the ball's going dead straight. Can't hit it better than that. And guys, you know the good thing about this swing? The really good thing? It ain't never going there. It just don't go there. And I've got as much turnover as anybody else through the ball, but the ball's gone. But the intention to release the club with turnover gives me velocity. Don't let anyone tell you that forearm rotation as a process doesn't increase club head speed, it increases it dramatically. The shaft rifles and it takes the toe with it, which gives it a lot of speed. All I can do is keep the right foot down and get a little bit more lead lag. And have a little bit more now that I'm warmed up a little bit. All I need is a little bit more turn. Smooth and turn. Gotta keep the head back. Gotta keep the head back. It's great, guys. It's a learning process for me. How am I hitting it? About 80%. One of them was 100%, but about 80. But it's still pretty good. That's 120. So we'll pick up the deficit there. Still got no lead lag on that forward lead arm. I felt it was like this. Go nice and smooth, JH. Oh, he exclaims. I mean, that's out of body. That's how I want to hit it the rest of my life. That's how I want to hit it. That's just crazy, crazy, crazy good. And guys, it feels like this. Club's way open here. Here. I take it round the body there. Here. It drops there. And then the butt goes the club and it just hammers. I can't believe it. How I can have the club so open as a feeling. And hit it this good. And that's gooder, if there's such a word. So it's way over the top of those other balls. Way over the top. Guys, the impact's just crazy. Just dead flush city. Mo said you don't need a club any wider than 2 inches, and I believe it. You know, we actually made a set of clubs where we cut them off, cut all that off there and then weighted them when we were up at the Palm Meadows range. And a buddy of mine from America, he could hit it unbelievable. They were all little golf clubs, but he was a super striker. Okay, here we go, guys. It don't get any better than that. Now those early ones were awful and pretty scratchy because I wasn't warmed up, but that was beautiful. And I don't know what this microphone's like, but you've got to be able to hear that impact, I would suggest. That's just beautiful impact. Now if I can make a bit more of a shoulder turn, this is learning for me, guys. I'm learning with you. Okay, I'm going back, it's revision for me, but this is how we learn it. Drop it back, backflip the club. Here, bang. Okay, last one. See if we can just a little bit of hammer time here. Now what dropped out of that was the head back. Still went straight, but 80% hit. The head wasn't back and the foot wasn't down. I saw that club hit the ball, if you can do that. Saw it. Okay, one more. This is real-time TV, guys. No editing, this is the way it is. Oh, I just love that. I just hit one, my swing tester, my 14-degree hybrid with the poker shaft. We put a shaft in, it's way too stiff, but because I hit it so straight, I didn't change it. It's like a like a rebar, and JH's puny little golf swing. But watch this. Okay, just keep the foot down, head back, see it hit JH. Okay guys, we'll do some more. Just want to do bits at a time. Stuff comes to me all the time. But we'll keep going on it, and we'll just have a little bit of a review and a revision every day. More to come.